Good day everyone, my name is Courtney Viola and I'm going to talk about exception handling. So basically it all means handling errors during the program execution, and the purpose of exception handling is to prevent our program from crashing. So first, what is an exception? Exception are a type of error that occurs during the execution of an application and are expected to happen within the application's code for various reasons. We use exception handling logic to explicitly handle the exceptions when they happen. When problems occur, exception handling logic comes very handy. To use this, C# provide built-in support to handle exception using try, catch, and finally block. Basically, it is the anatomy of C# exception. So, try is used to encapsulate a region of code. Catch, this is where you are able to handle the exception, log it, or ignore it. So, catch block is going to handle it. Finally, allows you to execute certain code if an exemption is thrown or not, but this is optional. C#.NET includes built-in exception classes for every possible error. The following table are built-in exception classes in .NET. So these are the exception class and this is its description. So we are not going to go by it one by one because it will take time. Now let's learn how to handle the exception. Down here I have a very basic program. Essentially all it does is it gets two numbers and divides them. So if we run it, first we are going to enter our name to access it. And if we try to divide a whole number by 0, it's just basic math rules that it is impossible to divide anything by 0. It says here exception unhandled system.divide by 0 exception. So if we try again another error, and if we put a character here instead of number, it says here exception unhandled and system.format exception. Here we have our catch blocks. So we can have multiple catch blocks. So here we have format exception just like we had the error earlier. So if we input a character, it will say enter numbers only. Here we have divide by 0 exception. So if we divide by 0, it will say you can't divide by 0. Here we have catch exception E. Now this will catch everything, but it's considered poor practice to have this by itself. Here we have our final block and it will say thank you, I love you. Let's try to run it. Again, let's input our name. How about let's try to divide it by 0. 5 divided by 0. It will say you can't divide by 0. What if we input a character? Let's say pizza. It will say enter numbers only, so our catch block worked. Here we have the thank you, I love you. As you can notice, it always executes whether an exception is caught or not. After our statement is executed and an exception is generated, it will be caught by our catch block. Thank you.